Hello everyone, warm welcome. Hi everyone, welcome to this session. We are going to draw our heart out, all the arteries and everything. No, we're just going to again go into a little mindfulness exercise today. And in the mindfulness exercise, what is going to accompany us is either a digital device or pen and paper or some crayons, anything that you have handy with you. And if not, then you can just follow us along without even physically doing anything. I found that doing something physically helps us just be in the moment better. Because the moment I don't have anything in my hand, my mind is usually wandering more. So that's why art is one of the things which helps me process my emotions better and feel better. So if you like to gather your supplies, not much needed. If you do happen to have any other supplies, like even I didn't mention watercolor, but if you have them and you want to use them, feel free. The idea is to just once again come into alignment with ourselves and then simply try to go from there. What I will do is I want to show you just little bit without talking much about it. Let me just go into my screen and show you what I have. So for starters, I just have a rule paper to show you what I'm planning to do. And if you have any rough paper, you could do it. So sometimes when we are angry, we could be like, any emotion can be expressed on paper. When you're bored in the meeting, you might be just doodling. When you're really, really angry, you can just be stirred. When you are just feeling, happy and you have to have a pen and paper, you may draw hearts, just like the way we have learned that hearts are, or anything. My little children, they like making faces, all kinds. They will make sun into a face always. Right? They will just make all the smiley faces and everything, like ice creams. You get the idea. You could just use a pen and paper, and if you're not really being particular that I am going to draw, so for example, I am going to draw a tree. Okay, so a tree has a branch. Okay, and one more. I'm going to be, if this is really tight. But if I'm just doodling, who knows? I might end up drawing a tree just like that if I feel like, right? And you may or you may not, and it's fine. Okay. So just to tell you, no rights, no wrongs. We don't have to frame this art. We don't have to do anything with it. We put, we will do a tiny little meditation to just come into alignment, and then we will go and see. Before that, I just want to show you the rough idea that I had. That's like, if this is a heart, we're not going to go into the complicated heart drawing, just a simple heart. Whatever way you can draw it, it could even be an oval, doesn't matter. Now, at any point in time, we have a lot of feelings in our heart at all times. And sometimes we are very happy, sometimes we are very sad, sometimes we are frustrated, sometimes we are just bored, or we don't really know what we are feeling. So, the alignment exercise just helps you to know at that point in time what you're feeling, if you're watching it live or you watch it later, and just process. And just it'll just be easier as if you took a heavy load down, right? Sometimes our heart is very heavy. And there is this Buddha story or a monk story that once a monk was walking with his disciples, and then they were going through a mountain terrain, and then they came to a place which was, there were lots of big rocks and lots of mountains, and the way the wondering how beautiful it is and all that, and the head monk goes ahead and he asks, so one of the monks saying, pointing to a big rock, saying, "Do you think that's heavy?" And the monks, all the disciples were like perplexed because obviously it's huge. So finally, one of them answered, "Yes, it is." And the main monk He said, not unless you pick it up. So you see, sometimes they have a lot of things picked up, and we just don't know. We just don't realize what all is filled in it. So, for example, if I had to write, maybe what is right now I'm feeling maybe nervous. I don't know if you're getting what I'm saying so much. Maybe nervous. That another word could be anxious. But I'm also happy that 10 of us are here to explore this. And I am grateful because, I have a computer to share this with you, and a pen and a paper and my thumb. That's working fine. Everything's all good. So grateful. Um, I am also feeling reflective because I know that this exercise gets me into a little bit of reflection about how I'm feeling. So reflective. And also there could be any physical things. Maybe it's early for morning. Maybe I'm hungry. I do have water, but you could feel thirsty. So I'm not saying that being grateful is better than being thirsty. They both just are. It could be grateful and any other feelings at the same time. So I'm just acknowledging, okay, what else is coming to me is like maybe if you didn't sleep well, then you could be tired. Maybe if you did a lot of exercise, you could be sore. So everything is coexisting in the heart. What else could be coexisting is maybe you had an argument with someone and you are holding feelings which are heavy, just like that rock. But in that case, unless you lift the rock, it's not heavy. In this case, maybe you are having the rock on your somewhere in the heart. Oh, iPhone says just I got late. What did I miss? You missed nothing. I'm just talking about feelings in the heart, and I'm just saying at any point in time, this is a rough paper. I'm just showing that any point in time we have all these things that coexist in our heart. And what we're going to explore is simply what are the feelings that we want to focus on, because what you focus on expands, right? So if I had an argument with someone and I kept that heavy rock, that heavy feeling in my heart, okay, this person is not, they had an argument with me. And usually we go back in time. They always argue. This always happens. Blah, blah, blah. This happened 2 months ago, 6 months ago, a year ago. So all of those things happen. So could be some bitterness in the heart, right? Some heaviness in the heart. And of course, we worry about the future, so they could be worry about the future. So all of these things are coexisting in the heart. Instead of writing them in words, because this I'm thinking and I have to really think, okay, what is it? And then I have to give it words. What we will instead do is go into a place where we listen to some music, we come into alignment, and we draw out, we use the colors that our hand naturally reaches to. So, okay, I feel like me putting green on, I feel like putting blue on. And if you don't have multiple colors, then just think of the pressure that your hands wants to use. It could be like I was showing, if you're angry, it could be really, really, it could be still very hard. If you are doing it very softly, the same color is coming out. Okay, like so it could be the pressure. It's not the color. There are multiple charts available which totally talk about what is it that the colors represent. But that's again another layer of, in trying to understand that, we again add another layer of complexity to the emotions. So you can feel free to Google it and look it up. But for now, I would just say that get into any questions if you have and get into a smaller meditation. And then just get started. And I'll show you what I made. Okay. Essentially, we will be drawing a heart. So with that, do you have any questions for me?
Shubhra, I think someone joined late, and in the chat they've said, "What did I miss?" You want to give a brief?
Yeah, I did that.
Yeah.
But I can once again say we haven't started yet. I just have a paper. I just have some you could have any medium, paper, pen, pencils, colored pencils, crayons, whatever you could find. Even if you have watercolors like we did last time, that's also fine. All we are trying to do is we are trying to explore the feelings that are existing in our heart, and then we are going to draw them out, and then we are going to reflect on them, talk about it a bit, maybe share, and then this way we are going to try to put that if at all we have a heavy rock on the heart, we are choosing to not lift it up anymore and let go of what is not serving us. Okay, so any questions or we can just get started. So initially, I would just like you if, to ask anything if you want to, um, if you have anything. Smita, Anthony, I have a new camera today, so it's like I
No,
don't.
we can see you. Yeah, we can see you.
Yeah, I can't see much. Okay, so we are going to start now, but I just have a paper and a pen and some crayons, and you can have your supply. And if you have that in front of you and you don't have any questions, so what we are going to do is close our eyes and come to alignment. I'll just guide you for a few minutes for a small meditation, and then we will just simply you make a heart shape, just like I showed you here. So just make a heart shape once we start. So just wait for it. Don't do it yet. We'll just make a heart shape. It can be very beautiful. It could be just a blob. Okay. It could be any shape. It's fine. We have it. It's just a representation of shape. So don't worry about you have to trace it or that's why I didn't ask you to print a template or anything. We'll just go with the flow. So after that, I'll guide you through how we're going to go through this process. Okay. All right. So give me a thumbs up if you are all set.
I think Smriti joined late. So
Hey,
she's going to guide us through a guided meditation, and then we're going to start with by drawing a line heart, and then she'll
sure.
guide us through. So there's nothing,
You
like she'll
haven't missed
going
anything.
over
We're
it
just
again. So yeah.
yeah, absolutely. You haven't missed anything. All right. So let's just close our eyes and take a few deep breaths. If you want, you can put one hand on the belly. So when you take the in breaths, just notice that the belly expands. And then with the out breath, the belly goes back in. Just notice for a few minutes. You can take a few intentionally deeper breaths. If many thoughts are coming about what's going to happen or what all chores you have later once this ends and all that, just for a minute, if at all any thoughts are coming, just say you choose to let them go and just be here now. You can have a small intention of, may this exercise help your subconscious mind show you what you need to focus on and what you need to let go. And great if that happens and it unburdens us a bit or guides us a bit. But totally okay if we just have some fun with paper and crayons. Equally happy to just be here and just explore some creativity. We just take 3 more breaths and deep breath in, breathe out. One more time. Deep breath in and okay, we are here now. And let's get started. I'm choosing a crayon and you can choose anything, maybe. Okay, so we have our pen and our paper. You can choose anything to draw. And if you're ready, just let's make a do that. Now choose any colors that you feel like, and you could either color your heart. I did this with my um daughter. She didn't want to make a heart, so you can see what she did. She was having fun and she just colored and colored and colored. So no rights or wrongs. Just saying. So if you feel like making some designs, you could. And we'll explore what we did and we will talk about it. But for now, just think of what do you want to, what is in your heart right now? Like what colors are coming to you? It's very intuitional. There is, once again, no judgment. There is no, if there is no test, you don't know the score. It's like that. There is no test. There's some mumbo jumbo here. I have no idea what. Just get started. If you have a question, what are we doing? Just think about, okay, we made a heart shape and we are filling it up intuitively without really our logical brain trying to make sense of the outcome. We are just picking up whatever we feel like and then what looks good in the moment. We do too many things where we plan. How about not planning anything? And I hope you have more paper. So if you, worst case, like want to make one more heart, sure, go ahead. Any paper, any notebook, any pen, anything. Don't stop yourself from doing anything, even if it, whatever it looks like. You know? could just be lines. Or coloring. Okay. Make the blue. I'm not going into any details, but whatever is coming. And sometimes nothing is coming, just sit with it. No. Looks like I'm drawing a sunrise. The mind was to come through, so be it. So this is the heart landscape unintentionally in my breathing through. Or noticed, I would say. And it could just be a combination of this or what it's one. I hope you're able to follow along and I'm not really guiding you either. I'm just showing you what I am doing and yours can be completely a different thing. As long as it's in some crayons in some kind of shape, you're good. Mostly in my art workshop, all the participants' art is so much more mesmerizing and amazing because they are more in alignment. They are not presenting. So I hope you are enjoying yourself as you do this. Yeah, just making random round circles and just filling that space out. You can even have something flowing out of yeah, that's fine. Coming from somewhere and going somewhere. Not sure I can document. You just go with the flow. You don't have to be on camera. You don't have to share. As long as you're just here. And if you have the task list coming up in your mind, or if you are like, I don't know what to do, just give it a few deep breaths. Let's just put that load down. Let's just explore. When we were children, I'm sure all of us did a lot of non intentional art. So let's just do some non intentional doodling art with a little bit of intention that since we are not really doing it knowingly, maybe there is the subconscious gets a chance to show us what it needs to show. The best part about art, what I love and I always tell my students is this absolutely no right or wrong in art. So there's not one right answer. Even though I loved maths always, but this is one thing about art which is great. Maths, everything has a solution, so that's good about maths. But here, nothing is a problem. Everything is welcome. So whatever is coming is welcome. And as you can see, I'm not even, this is, I have no idea what's going on. Something is going on, so that's good. And somehow I feel like doing this very, um, so if you are doing this and, of course, we will look at our painting or whatever we're making in between and you're getting like, okay, I'm just using similar kind of colors. And if you really feel like you can intentionally choose not to, but otherwise just go with the flow. So I have a lot of red, pink, purples going on for whatever reason. And though I try to put blue, but no. So let's see. I think it is. So whatever is coming. Cool colors, warm colors, any colors. Okay. So if you think of this as a heart and then the outside could be the environment, but whatever it is, it's all part of one paper, right? So whenever you feel like nothing is coming, just go back to your breath. Take a few deep breaths and see which stroke is calling you, which color is calling you, and just pick it up. You give it a few more minutes, and then I would like to show you some more things. Right. So I don't know how far are we? How are you guys doing?
I'm quite done.
Okay, good. So if you're quite done, then I would love for you to just look at what you put on paper, or rather look at what came through and see what came through on paper. And now I want you to just notice um, perhaps what emotions or feelings you can identify with those. And it may or may not make sense to other people. It just has to make sense to you. Okay? So then we can choose to write that down, like what is in your heart. So, for example, as I'm talking to you, this came to me that this is hope. A sunrise that ended up making represents hope. Okay. And then, same thing, this flower is like possibilities. And these are just rivers of feelings. And the feelings, because there's so many colors I ended up making, and we think that so they have all kind of feeling, you know. This here is probably my confusion. This lives in the heart as well, right? Now how big or how small or I'll, I'll see. So And then this was a Mambo Jumbo Lotus. Looks like a lily. And I think this is for me just right now feel like spirituality. Our Buddha nature, you know. This again is like maybe these are responsibilities probably. And as I'm saying, it may look like something else to you. Whatever it just looks like to you, I feel like okay, there's so many of them. Um, this could be divine blessings. This could be Mother Earth supporting me. Okay. This could be, I don't know, worry, anger. I don't know. Could be. So I'm just going with the flow. I'm not really going by because I was not really thinking anything. And then right now I'm just trying to come into alignment and trying to see whatever is popping up in my head. Any number of times that you end up doing this exercise, you will find that you'll come up with different things. That just goes on to show that if I make this hard, that doesn't mean that I am always feeling all these ways. But what I'm doing here is acknowledging that all of these feelings, as of now, in this moment, are coexisting in my heart. So when there is a confusion, there is worry and anger, there are responsibilities, there are rivers of various feelings. There is also spirituality and the Buddha nature of equanimity, which is the base, right? It is overburdened probably at times by the multiple kinds of feelings, the load of responsibility, the fog of confusion. I have to say fog of confusion. Sounds cool. So the fog of confusion. And then there was some poor music going on here. I don't know how to make these symbols, but they were supposed to be all these. So life's music is as well there, right? So their friends and their families and their festivals and everything. They just meant me. I probably want to make some smiley faces. So you can keep adding to them as you go. So friends and family. So that's there. And then once again outside also there is more like say hope again. Um, New opportunities. May not be right now here because see that if it's so filled with worry and anger, there's no I'm not giving any space here for the new opportunities, right? So so as the clouds move, our feelings always are moving. So when they move, we give room for more possibilities. When we open up, we get more support. So something like that, right? So we're at 9:15. This is mine. And if you want to share what you did or you want to say something, I welcome you. And I also want to show you a tiny thing once we are done sharing. So just stop sharing. Is that okay? Oops, sorry. Puneet, Smita? So,
No,
should I-
I don't want to share.
sorry?
I don't want to share.
Yeah, no, should I stop sharing my screen?
Yeah, yeah, you can.
Okay, all right. I'm trying.
I want to share,
Sure, go ahead.
Yeah, Shubhra,
but I didn't.
stop sharing the. Okay, and now it's good.
Yeah. I
Okay,
have new stuff, so I'm getting it. Oh, I love it.
so I didn't know. Like you were making something, and I was like, "No, I don't feel like. I just want to represent colors. That's it."
Beautiful.
So,
Totally. Yeah, as I said, this is what my daughter had done. So she just did colors, right? And
yeah, I also did colors. Like represent different emotions.
hmm
These are divine blessings. This is hope.
beautiful.
This is the uncertainty around us. But this is love. This is love.
So the core is love, and the love is spreading out, right?
Yeah.
That's beautiful. That's really
And there
nice.
is hope, family, friends, lot of things. But
Yeah,
yeah, this black dot is the unnecessary burdens we are carrying, actually. So
yeah,
it is just this much left.
yeah. Beautiful. That's really nice.
I
Yeah.
think Sunita is sharing, then Smriti also was sharing. I'll just.
Yeah, I
Okay.
can highlight. Hey, Sunita. Oh, that's so nice. Safe
Um,
seven.
Hi everyone. I think just the morning session, the moment we drew heart,
Yeah,
the family is at the heart, I mean, at the core of my existence. So, and this home and tree is something I used to doodle when I was very young. So that came to my mind. So I just started with the words that I feel are limitless possibilities. It's a safe haven, gratitude for the family that I have, and ray of hope.
beautiful. Beautiful. And it came out really pretty also.
Thank you.
Very nicely you executed also.
Yeah, looks very cool. I
Yeah.
love the colors and everything.
Details and very nice.
Looks so nice.
Thank
Very
you.
beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you for
Smriti,
sharing.
Smriti, you were sharing. You wanna put your camera on and show?
This is hard.
Let's highlight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
a
nice.
wings.
It looks like
There
a
is a
lotus.
wings in my heart.
So you're ready to fly.
I want to fly somewhere in my life, and lots of greeneries are there.
Yes,
The house is there. Hope house means my hope is there,
yes.
and
And then the
want
sunrise.
something I want to do in my life. That's why the wings is there.
Beautiful. Beautiful. And nature, right?
Yeah, mountains and
Mountains and sun and birds.
Mountains are there, and birds are there.
Yes.
Something I can't show, I guess. It's not very clear.
No, it is clear. It's
No, no,
very
no. It
clear.
is clear. We see it. We see it. It's really pretty. And we see somebody peeking out.
Aryan also wants to show. Did he make?
Aryan,
Hello,
Hi, Aryan. How are you?
I'm good.
You
Thanks
want to
for
show?
joining
Did you
in.
make? Did you make a heart?
No, I didn't do
Oh,
it.
okay.
Oh, you can do it later. Yeah, it's nice. Anybody else? No pressure, but if you want to share, Toral,
Or Rani?
yeah. I can't see all the names here. I think it's like, I don't know. Yeah, it's Rani. Anybody else? Smita and Puneet, you guys also can share if you feel like.
No, Shubhra, I couldn't do it because of my neck pain. So I was not looking,
Oh,
trying to not look down. So I'm
no, no
just
problem.
listening and watching yours.
No worries. All right. So, yep, once again, this was mine.
Yeah,
Oh,
you're
with
lovely.
the sharing the screen thingy, it just you can't just show it, but yeah, it will share it. But So I just want to share my screen again and just go into a tiny bit of another thing since we're feeling complete. So one more thing which we can do, and this is on any paper, anytime, it's just to use a ruled paper. It's like we can intentionally, so this was more or less non-intentional what we were doing. Now what you can do is intentionally, and I'm going to make, okay, a shape like a tree. And you may have done this before, it's very, very, very popular. So, and then these are the roots, okay? And then these are the branches, okay? Okay, so what we can do is a tiny bit, I just want to, since we still have a few minutes, I want to show an intentional drawing. So intentional drawing is when you think about it. What we try to do with the heart is we try not to think about it, just come into alignment, and that helps our subconscious mind to sort of show us what's there and just notice it without judgment. And in that process, we dissolve a lot of things. With the intentional drawing is we do the, where you know that what you focus on expands, right? What you focus on expands. So that's our main mantra for doing an intentional one. So you can decide intentionally what are your main roots that, like, for I'm getting inspiration from Sunita. So family is just a core, right? And maybe spirituality is another, and um so what are the things that are really, really keep us rooted? And then the branches could be whatever we want to focus on and expand, like loving relationships. Relationships are a thing for everybody that I have ever met, is a evolving thing. All the relationships go through different stages. So that's something which we always are trying to, focus on and expand and have all the relationships that we have in our lives, whether with, friends, co-workers, family members, we want them loving. So that, and then, so this is just one of the things. So you could focus on your children and children's happiness. So like you spend time with them and see what, works as a family for you. You could focus on your career goals, right? So this is intentional drawing, right? So you can say that this is what I want to focus on, this is what I want to do. So just like that. So lay your root down. So maybe a root are that you're always truthful. So being truthful is one of the things that keeps you centered, right? And it could be your discipline that you're proud of, that okay, I do yoga every day, I do meditation every day, or I go to the gym every day, and that keeps me grounded and that keeps my body working so that I can focus on all these other things on my um, growth areas. So just like that, just wanted to share a little bit. You can choose to do intentional drawing anytime. And it is also helpful when we're sometimes having a lot of confusion about any decisions and you want to write the pros and cons. So no, not necessarily a tree, but you could draw something else and just think of, and then also in this case, what will nourish it? So some self-love, all of these things will be nourished more by some self-love and some, relaxation, right? And just um like could be vacation, a part of that, but just that think of whatever, time in nature. So whatever is basically is helping us achieve all of this. So the core beliefs are down, and core beliefs and systems and which keep us rooted. And then whatever it is that we are trying to achieve, for me, let me write Bizan and let me write Art by Shubhra. That's what two things I really want to do. Whatever. So as you can see, it's not very, it could be best of health. That could be one of my things. Even though I may be doing something, I still, that's one of my. So these are the things you're reaching out for, or try to expand, and these are the things that are keeping you grounded. And here is the soothing balm that you need to continue growing. So that's sort of a little example of an intentional drawing. So we did an intentional drawing and we did a non-intentional drawing as well. We did a non-intentional drawing as well. So all right, with that, I will stop sharing and back. All right, everyone. Do even if you don't want to come on camera, I would really appreciate if you can tell me how the whole experience was for you. Sunita says thank you. You're welcome, Sunita. I'm glad you're here.
I'll be
Hi,
honest.
I think it was
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
no, Puneet, you
Go
go
ahead.
ahead.
Please go ahead, Kavya.
Uh, I felt that unknowingly it gives us more clarity of the power which is surrounding us and the power inside us as well. Uh, sometimes we all are going through a lot of, ups and downs in life, but which is, you know, keeping us centered. So
Yeah.
this whole art was about that, I felt, to
Yes.
come to the terms with your strengths
Yeah.
and focus on that rather than just getting swayed by something.
Yeah. Absolutely. That
So yeah, that's
everything is coexisting, and you can choose to focus on what you would like to see more of.
yeah. And I think what you are from inside, just hold that to the core rather than looking at people and whatever they are doing.
Yes.
People will, I really like the way you said that, whatever things will be, people will keep on saying, they will keep on saying, but whatever you are from inside, that you only know. That
Yeah.
just be there, be that. But
Yeah.
please do share the intentional drawing, like
Yep.
do share that as well with us, like after the session, so that like today we were all unintentional, whatever was coming in,
Yeah.
whatever our heart was, whatever the colors we were choosing. But
Yes.
do share that as well with us. Like it will also give us a more clarity about what exactly unintentionally also we were going through, like so maybe
No,
you never know.
absolutely. Absolutely. That's why I wanted to touch upon that we can approach things from both ways. We could go
Hmm.
totally unintentional where we let our subconscious show us, what is it that we may not be able to see. Because at all times, as I did in my heart, right, there's these rivers of feelings coming in. There's this
Hmm.
confusion coming in, and a lot of time we're just crowded by it. Just like,
Yeah.
if you're flying in a helicopter, you can see that the clouds are not everywhere. There is
Yeah.
sun and there is cloud and everything is coexisting. But where when our point of view is that much higher, like we are flying above all of that, we can see that very clearly. And it's amazing to see. But when we are in the house and when we only see, oh my God, it's like crowded, right? And it's just filled with clouds and there's no sun. Well, there is always sun.
Hmm.
We just can't
Thank
see
you
it.
for
So
an
this just gives
amazing
us an
session.
opportunity to fly in the, like somebody's heart was flying. So this like we tried to float above and then see, what was in it. And then with the intention that I will share it and you just choose to um just approach it from the other way and then see, okay, what is it that I would like and what is it that I for sure know that, is keeping me grounded. And then
Yeah.
that will help us focus on the right things. Yin yang, focus
Thank,
on both intentional and unintentional, and keep going.
thank you for an amazing session. Because
No
when I started, when we joined this group, and I didn't know what was there, how it was like. I always go just like that. But it has been amazing. This journey has been amazing with you guys. Thank you so very much. The whole team. You put so much of effort. Like we look forward for this.
Thank you so much. That's very encouraging. Thank you.
You.
Yeah, you've been the part of my journey. Like one day I will definitely say that these are the cores, even if they were sitting in abroad, but still,
Oh,
they
we
took you out of somewhere, like where you didn't know where it was.
Thank you so much for saying that. As I always say, my and our all three of us, our intention is that we benefit by these things. These things keep us grounded. And as our teacher said, like what you want to be better at, you teach. So this is kind of repeating for us. So all of us are absolutely together, and I think that's our strength, right? That we,
Thank you.
that there are people just like us who are having they are going through the same waters as you are, and then we can hold hands and make it stronger for us to navigate. Yeah, thank you, Rani, or whoever else we didn't hear anything from. If you would like to say a few words, please.
Yeah, Rani Toral.
Puneet, did you enjoy
I
it?
just
Yep.
Yeah, so I just made my heart, and actually, I realized that how much of from the unconscious it was when you brought up the intentional one, because my heart came out very stagnant and confused and muddy, and there was still calmness and there was still, good stuff. But and then I like that idea of now make something intentional, like if this is where you are, you're kind of feeling stuck in some loop as we do, then work on the intentional side of drawing, where you can literally put those words, that the hope and the possibilities and the
Yes.
whatever is keeping you grounded, your truth, your uh, all the core beliefs, like you said. Yeah, so share that as well. I'll work a little bit more on that.
Yes, absolutely.
It was a good contrast to kind of come back and balance.
Yeah, come back and balance. Yes.
Mm. Yeah,
Because I think that is the thing where people say, okay, this is my fate. But then we also have the free will. So a combination of both always exists, is what I feel. So the little intentional drawing and the unintentional, acknowledging both works.
wonderful.
All right.
Yeah, lovely session, Shubhra.
Thank you.
Thank you everyone who joined and
Yeah. Thanks,
did this
everyone.
exercise with us.
Yep. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Shubhra, for again another beautiful session.
Thank you so much for being there. Next week we are thinking of a couple of possibilities. I don't know if we could have a meditation, or we are thinking of exploring more the divine feminine, or as the Navratris are going on, or the Shahra is coming, and what does that mean? And just taking guidance if something comes up. We try to go a lot with whatever is coming in, whatever wants to come through us, to you, whoever is meant to receive it, and in whatever we are meant to share. So we kind of a lot of times are in the zone where we know that you tune in, please, and be here, and something will be there. Hopefully it will be exactly what you need.
Yep.
Okay. And we will have Smita, you want to add something?
No, I think that's good. So we'll see. We'll decide midweek. We'll post something about the next Sunday session. We are thinking through these options, like Shubhra said, and hope to see all of you there. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, everyone. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much. Going to stop.